Come on, Con gang. You ain't even hit that follow like Just Ty did, gang.
Come on, gang. Come on, super chat.
Super, super gang.
Super gang, chat.
Hey, I've been what's the naming too. We've been going live on Kick. My first stream,
Okay.
yeah, on Kick.
Mm-hmm.
We had got 3 views though. You feel me with the first stream, Just Ty.
Hey, that's dope.
I know YouTube starts you on one. Forever.
ASAP, huh? You just one person. It's like what the fudge.
Now I saw somebody talk about streaming on Kick, so it's a sync that you brought that up. And I was like, yeah, I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, Big Chill kept telling me, go live, you need to stream on Kick. He kept telling me over and over again, and I wasn't listening. You know how I am.
Kicking.
Yeah, you feel me? I'm from
You know
50.
how Big Chill is.
hey, Con. Look, this is the funny thing, right? Go listen to that top 5 interview. Hey, you listen to it?
Nah, where's that?
Top 5 from Canada, talking about Kendrick Lamar. He sounds just like Big Chill, though. He sounds just like Big Chill.
What's going on, brother? I'm here.
He sounds just like Big Chill. Top, I'm telling you. I was listening to it. I said, "No, bruh."
He's like, come on, because what you gotta understand. He has the same accent.
They got that
Yep.
slot Toronto lingo.
That's that
Like,
Toronto lingo.
He got like a little
What's
bit of
up,
Jamaican
Green
and a bit
Bass?
of British in there as well.
A
And then
bit.
some of that, what's that drill music lingo where they be like, I'll be hot on the block with a Glock, I'll be shot. They be like,
Hey, bro, men's don't talk like that, bro. Men's don't be like that, bro.
I don't have no Glock.
Oh,
I got the knife on the block. Like, what the fuck?
Hey.
Real British don't talk like that.
Said this is how we get down. You
But-
did.
It is funny. Like, it's just like Chicago rap sounded a certain way, then everyone sounded like that. The new British style of Chicago style, it's like just something different. Like, Chill was right. At first it sounds silly, but everybody wants to fractalize it.
Yeah, everybody want to fractal it.
Already on that, like 2 years ago.
Like, which is kind of weird because everywhere is sounding like everywhere else. I mean, that's just, it's like, ain't no even sense of saying you from somewhere.
Yeah. Just like, I'm from the Tijuana of the Milky Way, aka Earth.
Earth, aka Earth, the Andromeda.
Just a big like festival over here. A big techno festival. We forgot it was. It's just
Yeah.
the farmers.
I wonder what's up with Rob, man. Rob, dang, I didn't even get to share Rob experience.
Oh yeah,
He
did you
ain't never-
Rob?
Did he call you though?
Yeah,
call
he
you and tell
did.
you how his shit went?
Yeah, he called me and dang, I recorded it.
Was it a good one?
Yeah, it
good
was. Yeah, it was a good one. Cause him
How
and
many How many Grammys he done took?
he said he was gonna take 10, but his friend wanted to take 8, so he took 8 because whenever they take the same amount or the same dosage, he said they go to the same place, and they went to the same place again this time.
That's dope, bro.
A real scientist in there. Gonna have some fractalology coming out.
Hey, what if all the shamanan, you feel me? They just know when you take a certain amount of psychedelics, it take you to the same place. Like, just what if they knew this, right? What if they knew this? Yeah, that's why Puff Daddy was trying to get everybody to take shrooms. Hey, you want some shrooms? Hey, Puff, I don't want no shrooms. He like, no, my name is Brother Love now. You feel
Like, we are
me?
not on Earth, we are on love. We are in Earth. We are in love.
That would be messed up though, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. He say I started drill. UK started drill even before Chicago. What?
Diddy started, yeah, because he got puffy whack, or he got big whack back in the day. He started doing drills.
I ain't gonna lie. It's like before drill music was popular, it was already motherfuckers making diss songs on other people in my city, like basically
Yeah.
saying
Yeah,
name dropping, putting stuff
they
on
were
wax.
doing drill music in the Bay, bro.
Yeah, they've
Real
been doing it for a
killer.
while, bro. They've
Yeah,
been
they
doing
been
it for a
doing it for a
minute.
while. But Chief Keef and them, they just, I guess they made it just.
They started the shit, then
Always
they
been like a rap battle.
hey, they started the shit, then they moved out the city.
Now they live off in Fractal Town. They can
In
say
Fractal Town, they can say
that.
whatever they want without getting shot at.
I'll be
And
right
I
back.
know funny.
We be
All
outside.
right.
I don't think he could go back though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't
Huh?
think he could go back there.
Who?
I don't know if that's over with,
I heard
but
he went
he
back.
couldn't go back there for a minute type thing.
I heard he went back this year, just earlier this year, for a festival or something, and performed like a few months ago.
Oh wow.
Oh, they let him back.
I mean, if
I
you
heard
think
he
about
was
it,
for a
right?
minute, bro.
I think
Like
it was
what?
like 2 months ago. He just went back.
What year did Chief Keef drop?
Chief Keef been out for a hot minute that I know about. Like when he had the short dreads. I was chilling, smoking. She said, "Ain't you cheap?"
When
That's like
Keef-
20
Chief Keef
or
first
11,
dropped.
maybe 10.
Every day is Halloween.
Okay, 2000. Yeah,
Every day Halloween.
2011.
What you know about that? Yo, what you know about that?
You know, got my costume on.
Taking breaths. It's
Yeah.
like how my leg.
So he dropped in 2011, right? And he really didn't blow up until like 2012. But no, let's see. He started rapping in 2008 and released his first mixtape. So you figure, right? That was 10 years ago, right? That was like 12 years ago, right?
Yeah,
So
I'm about to say,
everybody that was 10 years old is 22 now. So he can go back.
Snoop Dogg now.
Yeah, basically, when he first dropped, like everybody that's like 17, like 10 years ago, 12 years ago, they was 5.
They was playing with blocks, watching
Yeah.
Roly Poly Oly. Now they on the block with that Roly
Thought it was
Roly
like
Roly.
2013. Yeah, he started rapping in 2008, but his mixtape UF Overload came out in 2009. Yeah, and he really got noticed in like 11. So like that's like weird to think about, because if you think about the kids, like ones that was like 5, 7, something like that, you feel me, back like now they like 18, 19. You feel me? They didn't even know who Chief Keef was back then. It was too young. Now,
you know what it sound like? It sounds exactly like the people who are like the 22 or around that age or something like that. That seems like the generation who are quote unquote running it. Not saying like they in charge, but they running it. And since they grew up with that, like they're going to be telling their kids about Chief Keef and Young Thug and stuff. Their
Exactly.
grandkids is you know what I mean? Like they're going to be Marvin Gaye compared to their grandkids.
exactly.
Chief Keef is going to be like who else is old? I don't know who else is like an older, like, you know what I mean,
Like
artist, but
Ice
Exactly
Cube,
like
like
that.
Ice Cube, or like, you feel me?
he like
or
Ice Cube
Wiz
or something, like, you know
Khalifa.
what I mean? Master P.
Wiz Khalifa. Them kids probably don't even know a Chief Keef. They're like, Chief Keef, who's that? Who's Chief Keef? Like a 17-year-old? It's like, I don't even know a Chief Keef. Chicago, I ain't never heard of him. It's like he started
I think
to
if
drift.
you go to like maybe, I think all the way down until like maybe 14 years old. If you go to an inner city, I think all the way down to maybe like 14 or 13, there's a better possibility of them knowing. I think once they hit like 12, 11, and 10, then maybe it's kind of like or like 9 and stuff. I'm not sure. I think
Yeah.
once around like that, like once you hit puberty, like 13 or something, or I don't know, whatever, like that little age around that range, I feel like they'll still know who Chief Keef is. Even when they wasn't like bumping the stuff when it first came out or something like that, they still going off of like backstories and junk.
Yeah.
Like how you move into a hood or you move into a neighborhood and there's like it's already older heads there or there's OGs there. You don't know him, but you know the backstories or you know what they telling you about him type junk. So like you going off of that. So now you playing the character, you know what I mean, type junk. Like you don't know
Nah, I know
him
what you mean.
to a T, but
But you
know what they
heard,
gave you.
yeah, you
And yeah,
heard.
what you heard kind of junk. So I think the younger kids is going off of like what they heard, and then you take off of what they heard into the time of now. Now everything is live. Like I want to record the present moment. I want to be in the moment or whatever. So now I think like the live part and going off of what they heard is like, oh, I gotta do this stuff. Because if you don't do that, you're not a real dude. Or if I don't do this for real, then I'm not this. And then so it's like, oh, I gotta embody this. I gotta actually do this stuff. Or I need proof or something. Or you know what I mean? I think all of these things kind of tying together to now it's like, oh, the young dudes is more dangerous now. Or the young dudes is more chaotic. Or they like, I'm gonna make Batman music, but call it drill music.
Yeah.
That is all right, but like stuff like that, you know what I mean? So it just
Yeah,
seemed like, oh, Keith started drill. It's like, nah, the people who are kind of in this generation are more so when they were younger, like how you were saying, they got put on to Chief Keef. So that's kind of how they're looking at it from their view.
Yeah,
it's like how the last
Chief Keef got that thing popping though. But he said, oh yeah, I heard Lil Durk and Fredro Santana before Chief Keef. Lil Durk got some old songs for real. I didn't know.
If this ain't what you want, I call it. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I did not like Durk back then, bro. But like he had a couple of like, you feel me? He had a couple songs. I ain't gonna lie.
Was he singing on a lot of stuff back then?
It was like some melodic kind of thing. They was on some melodic. And I ain't gonna say like, oh, I'm not a true Durk fan or I don't bump him enough. But the songs I heard is like melodic rap. You know what I mean? Like Cheeky was doing a lot of melodic rap too. I don't think Santana Alfredo was doing a lot of melodic rap. I think Herbo came like, I don't know when he officially came, but I know like they always rock around the same kind of years. Him, Lil J, who else, bro?
In my opinion.
He said LA.
He said Chief Keef really ain't drill though.
Hey, I'm not gonna hold it. If he did, he did. If he didn't, he didn't. But like,
he said in his
I don't
opinion.
know. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, he did or he ain't drill.
Yeah, he said in his opinion, Chief Keef ain't drill.
I'm not gonna hold you. Maybe now, but like back then, it was just like you can tell it was just like some drug music or something. Like it's just songs you might just ride out to or something.
Man,
now it's just like he just kind of just keep rapping. I don't know what he doing now. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I'm a Chief Keef fan.
Yeah, I ain't heard none of his new stuff. I ain't really heard too much of his old stuff. I know some of his
old stuff is fire.
Yeah, I remember
especially
some
like
of them.
Bang 2, Bang 1.
Yeah, I remember some. Man, Chief Keef ain't better than Ice Cube. No, I'm just playing.
Yo, hey, who was that dude who said Mozzie was better than Tupac, bro? Yo,
that's how I feel, huh?
Said that, bro.
They said, yeah, Mozzie better than Tupac, and it's like, man, I don't know. Mozzie he is one of the best on this side, but I don't know. I don't think any rapper is better than any other rapper because each one has their own style, their own flow. To me. But what I do know is Drake is better than Kendrick. I mean, Kendrick better than Drake. My bad. I know.
Whoa. You done shook the balance of the forces.
Kendrick is better than Drake. I ain't gonna hold you.
I say Kendrick is a better rapper, and I'll give Drake as a better artist. And I'm only saying that because of like one is a better rapper. Like one is a better lyricist, a rapper, and one is a better artist. Like you can market and put Drake out there. I'm not saying you can't do that with Kendrick, but it's like this dude is more marketable. Or, you know what I mean? Like in this sense of now, he's more marketable or something like that. I'm not saying about like, you know, I'm not saying about the conflict they cause and you can't market off of that. None of that, no. But it's like, which one of these as you're going to choose to be like that superstar category? You know what I mean? To go off of like The Weeknd or Bruno Mars or you know what I mean? Adele, the Beyonces, I mean, like stuff like that. You're gonna pick the Drake. Like this dude.
No,
First of all, he's going
no,
against all the odds. Like I know you want to rock with Kendrick. Like nah, bro, this is the real dude right here.
nah,
But
he's
it's like
not.
he's not going to appeal to more people than Drake. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's going to appeal to the people who he appealed to, yes. But Drake appealed to a bigger, wider audience than Kendrick does. I'm not
Man,
saying that he can't get fans. I ain't saying
I
that.
don't care about
But like
those
on an
people.
average scale, definitely yeah.
like, come on, Con. You talking about the '69 guy? Drake,
Hey.
Drake Diddy. You talking about Drake Diddy? Is that who you talking about?
I ain't saying this. I'm just saying, but like Kendrick
What's
is
up, freak
definitely a
ass
better
son?
lyricist than him, bro. But Drake is a better artist. As an artist, you don't have to like write your own stuff. Like that
Man.
don't matter. That
Well,
you know
then
what I
that
mean?
mean
You're a
he's
lyricist, you're a rapper.
well.
That's
What kind of artist is he? He's like the kind of person that takes the art and you know, make it his own. Like
no,
it's
you
like
take
a
the
art.
you
it's a,
basically take like the
look
final product, present it. Like you're the
because
salesman. You know what I mean? Like as an artist, you're the salesman. You're
I
taking
know,
whatever
right?
product you and such and such came up with, and then you're the one pitching it. As a lyricist and stuff, it feels like you're making it. So now it's like somebody telling you don't home make your own stuff. And you're like, bro, what are you talking about? I just hand pressed this soap. I just did it. Like you know all the stuff
No,
you put into it. You're
no,
not gonna
no.
touch that.
That's basically saying, you know, just because I traced this drawing, I just did it. I traced it good. Okay, I did a good tracing of this drawing, so it's mine. Cause all I did was trace it. So I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Now
In
I,
that
ain't, I
sense,
wonder
yeah.
if because Drake stole a lot of hot stuff from a lot of people, but then I think any rapper you go and you listen to their songs enough, you'll be able to tell where they got a lot of their bars from. I think that's any rapper.
Yeah, because I think like with Drake, he had unlike a lot of other rappers that came up, he wasn't literally out on the streets, which means he didn't have a lot of things like probably distracting his mind and stuff like that. So when he said he in hip hop, he like remembering certain things and oh they like this and this go like this and I remember Rakim saying this in the song. I can bring that back. Like, cause I know music too and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
Khan was saying, to being an artist and stuff, he didn't have to be bothered by too much other things, so he was able to do kind of different lanes, like by studying it and stuff like that.
Yeah, he was that because he was an actor too.
Yeah.
New York, he said New York, Philly, and New Jersey, the main drill rappers on the scene now, but drill music everywhere, even different countries, but New York, Philly, and New Jersey, the main drill in the U.S. now. They trying to drill rap everywhere.
Drake's just in too deep in his deepest role yet.
Bro, drill music just sound like somebody that's trying to be a monster, like vocal wise. It sounds like Batman. That's why I call it Batman music, bro. Do 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 do. Like it just sounds like that, bro. It sounds like some African drum beat type of junk, bro. And when I took the special stuff, you feel me? It allowed me to hear that. I'm not saying like it made me want to go do that, but I understood why somebody would like go take something and then turn on that type of music to go do that. It amplifies the not caringness and whatever the thing they on type junk. It's like, oh, I'm about to do this, bet. I'm not saying that's for everybody. Don't get me wrong, or that's how it happens for everybody. But that's what I heard. Like that fast pace of the African drum, it's kind of like playing music while you cleaning up. You know what I mean? It just helps you float along on that path or on that 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 wave or something. I don't know what it is. Now that is good or it's bad, but it's definitely like an amplification.
it's wild because I don't have the expertise on Kendrick or Drake to really speak on. I just think I don't know. I like that that West Coast swag that Kendrick got with the like kind of little East Coast flow. But Drake, I ain't gonna lie, he's a cool rapper. He gonna always be Drake. But if you believe Drake is a good rapper, then you believe Puff Daddy a good rapper. I'm just saying. Which makes R. Kelly one of the best R&B singers. I'm
I was about to say that's why he an artist and not a rapper. Nah. I definitely would like.
Time.
Yeah, what y'all was doing though, just hanging out?
Oh
Yeah, type. Oh, I had something earlier. I remember the thought from earlier. Something about the self. It was an equation. It was the self creating the illusion of the self to acknowledge itself.
Yeah,
It was something like that.
yeah. To
And I
notice
broke it down,
itself.
like, it was crazy, bro. Like, it's like nothing is outside of self. So I looked at that as an equation. I'm like, okay, if there's nothing outside of the parentheses, that means there's nothing to the right of it or to the left of it. But we work left to right over here. So I'm like, okay, to the right. And then I'm like, all right, so self is just the ending part of this. How do I even get to self? And I'm like, dang, what's the other two steps? It's like a two-step thing. And I'm thinking, I'm like, yo, let me place myself in there. Okay, I got to create the idea of the self. So I'm like, boom, it's the illusion of self plus the self. And I'm like, there's one more thing though, because a thing has to create the illusion. The illusion doesn't appear out of nowhere. It wouldn't be an illusion. It would just be a thing. So I'm like, oh, I don't know what to call this. I'm gonna just call it self. So I'm like, yo, it's the self plus the self creating the illusion of self or something like that. I know it sounds weird. And
Yeah.
then that is creating the acknowledgement of self.
It's
I
all
think I got that from like everything we do. We're interacting with self. There's nothing that we can do that's not interacting with self. Even
and
meditation, selflessness, or anything, sleep,
yeah.
whatever you want to call it, everything is interacting with self.
And it's coming from self. It's coming from self. The self that we created over time. Like the self that we created over time is like it almost seemed like that's the thing that take over and starts doing the driving, if you ask me. Because you know your do's and your don'ts and stacking them up as you go along in order to create that self, because that self, the way the self is even looking at life, like I don't like that, I like that, I don't like that, I like that. And it's like the self begin to take over the driver's seat, but the self is it's like an illusion. It's not even real. Or is it? Or is it? The only thing real thing is Theo playing that guitar. That's the only thing that's real. Everything else is fake.
Khan had brought up earlier, what'd you bring up, Khan, about the is the vision coming first, or is it because you're thinking about the vision that it comes about?
Oh yeah. Okay, boom.
Go ahead.
So everything that's happening is, let's say, everything that's happening perceptually that like we're perceiving is coming from inside of us, right? So I'm thinking like, yo, when you recognize something as a thing, whatever it is, like angry, assault, happiness, whatever, when you recognize something, is that like a cell in your body? Let's say a cell in your body just took for something from a white blood cell, and it's like, oh, you just stole from me, and then you see something in your reality that's like, yo, he just took this napkin from me, he just stole from me. So it's like, is there something happening in your body, and then you're seeing that on the outside, or are you seeing stuff and then you're going to a part of your body that matches what you're seeing? If that makes sense. Like you're thinking something, like this dude just stole something from you, so it's gonna find whatever is in your body that's happening, that could be equally or equivocally happening to that same thing. You know what I mean? Like which one would be happening first, kind of thing.
Because the thought
Like,
is
is your
going.
stomach hurting before you
I
see
think
that you
it
hungry,
has a
or do you
potential
see that you
to
hungry
be
before your
either
stomach
one.
hurt?
It could have the potential to be either one. What if they arise at the same time sometime?
I don't think we can perceive something that we're not the vibration of.
Okay, can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
So if it's available to be perceived, I am in that I am in that frequency first.
Oh, okay. Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's true.
I think as soon as you begin to think like you begin to create the illusion. Like any of your thoughts, it don't matter what it is.
I was just telling my brother about this. I was talking. He brought up like quadratic equation or something, and then we got to thoughts and stuff. And I'm like, bro, all the things that you even think that you're thinking, you're just flicking through the channels. I was like, you know how you try to find the sports channel? And he was like, yeah. I was like, that's what your thoughts are. Your thoughts are all of these channels. And when you find the channel that you're like trying to watch, that's the thought that you're tuning into. Like we're not even thinking. I forgot how I was like breaking it down to, but it was something along those lines.
Hey, it's crazy, right? Because that's what Rob was saying that he did on this journey when he took the 8 grams. He said he kept like the thoughts was like kind of changing into lifetimes, and he was just kind of living them out, and he was like in all these different lifetimes. And I'm like, that seemed like how our thoughts do, like. They jump from reality to reality to reality to reality, you know, at the same time generating and making the reality what it is. But it constantly changes. It's constantly forming
The
into
little
something
kid
different.
that's showing you stuff, bro. That's I said that earlier. Like if you ever got a niece, nephew, son, daughter, whatever, and they like, hey, I want to show you something, and they pull your finger or they pull your hand and they just take you. You don't know where you're going. You don't know what you're about to go see, but you're just down for the ride. You're just down to see whatever they're trying to show you type job. That's exactly how I describe the mind. Like the mind would be like, like it'd be over here, it'd jump over there, it'd jump over there. And I kind of figured, or I kind of made it a thing like, hey, this is like a test for me or something like that. Not to, follow the mind, but it's like, I'm down for whatever this thing's trying to show me. But it's about being still. It's going to show me this, it's going to show me that. I cannot prioritize any one of these thoughts to be bigger than the other or something like that. I just have to accept all of them or just accept them as beings type jump. And they're just being. And then it gets to the point to where like it'll stop jumping reality to reality, and then the spirit will take me. And I only say the spirit because like I'm not gonna say through meditation, but yeah, through meditation I realized like you turn the body off or whatever, and then you can still be aware with the mind. Like you can let your body be in low power mode or rested and still be aware with the mind. The mind takes you places like a kid trying to show you stuff like, hey, look at this, look at that, look at that. After a while, it calms down and jump. After that calms down, the spirit is like, okay, you kind of go on the boat and it takes you to a dream or it takes you to a vision or you know what I mean? But I think it's like the awareness is going with the spirit or something like that. And on top of that last part, on top of that, that led me to thinking like, yo, we need the body how the body need us type jump. When I say us, I mean like whatever is like being projected into the body. And when you have a dream, you're still using the body to have that dream. No matter if it's a balance of hormones or chemicals. It's like an Xbox. You turn in the Xbox on, it's doing its little configurations to project the game onto your screen. And it got the wires and stuff, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? It's like we need both of these things. Like not like we need it, but it just so happened to work symbiotically. Oh,
you're right. We need it. We need it. We the parasite.
Are we parasites, bro?
Yeah, exactly.
We're just the awareness of this thing. Like I'm watching all of the aspects. It's kind of not all of the aspects, but I'm watching what seems to be the main aspects almost. Kind of just okay. This one is just dissipating away. This one dissipating away. This one wanted to show me a lot of stuff, but I'm not gonna comment on anything to break the focus of it. Like I got ADHD or something. I'm gonna just let it go. I'm gonna just accept whatever it shows. Okay, now that's a petting away, and then we leave. Like we travel somewhere else, and I'm like, yo, I'm using the body to travel. My awareness is shifting over here, but I'm still tethered over there. Spirit, it got to be on some spirit jump, not like spiritual or whatever, but whatever this thing is. And I feel like we piggybacking off of the whatever this is, like our awareness
Is
or the
it
conscious. Damn, bro, are
like
we the
we?
consciousness or the awareness?
Pretty
'Cause okay, I'm like,
soon
my
we'll
bad.
have
I'm
technology to
rambling. My
work
bad.
Hello?
both
I'm
of
a little
these
vague.
Hello?
But it got me tripping, bro. Like,
Like, what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Y'all ever seen that show? It's like a documentary, like kind of, and it's called
Yeah,
Year
green
Million.
bucks. Huh?
Have y'all seen that show? It's like a documentary, and it's called Year Million, and it's talking about like all the AIs and how it could be and what it will be if we keep going with it. And it has like 8 episodes in it. It's really cool.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check it out, cause that's one of the things that I'll be like when I be tripping, I'll be seeing a lot of. It's like us trying to get that conscious thing to put it in something to where it'll last longer than what it lasts for in the body. Like if we can
That's
take
exactly what they were
consciousness
talking about.
and put it into a computer, like they took the monkey and they put the chimpanzee or something like that, the consciousness of the chimpanzee inside the computer.
Yeah, it was crazy because they were talking about like literally every possibility of every little thing. Like, okay, what if this happens? Keeps going like this. Okay, maybe you got the good possibilities, then you got the bad possibilities. You know what I mean? So
It's like it's almost copying reality, if you ask me,
yeah,
because how all these things exist in the mind. Just think if you could put your consciousness in a computer and you be inside the computer, meaning you'll be able to generate any reality that you want just with your thoughts. You'll be able to generate anything.
yeah, they said that same thing. They had that same thing on there. That's a really good documentary. You should watch it.
Yeah, like the Matrix or some shit. But
Yeah, that
that'll
guy,
be
that guy,
interesting.
he's the one that hosted. He's the one that said that. What's the name? The red pill, blue pill.
I don't know.
Or
I
Anyway,
ain't
he's
never
the one
watched
that.
that.
What?
I
You
ain't
know,
never watched the red pill, blue pill.
well,
you know what I'm talking about the motherfucking
yeah, well,
NyQuil and non.
I
no, you
know
want
the
NyQuil or DayQuil? He's like, if you take
NyQuil.
this NyQuil, you will wake up in the
Yeah,
Matrix. You will
but
wake
if
up.
you don't, if you take
Take
the
this
red pill,
DayQuil, you'll
you
go back to
won't
your
because you
bed.
won't go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Y'all heard
DayQuil
him.
is the one that puts you to sleep.
NyQuil,
Oh,
NyQuil,
crazy.
NyQuil.
He said y'all heard about how they grew a human inside a pig or something, like they planted an egg inside an egg made from a human cells inside a pig and it was growing. That's wild. Imagine that. Imagine what else they not saying.
I
They not
wonder
gonna
what
say
that
They
baby
everything.
looks
turned it
like.
into stem cells or something like that. If they wasn't straight up trying to clone,
Yeah,
because the
once
pig
they
has similar DNA to us in some ways.
once they get
So if
that
they
little
really said your mama's a pig, they wouldn't really take too bad of an offense to that.
I know, right? Your mom's a pig. It's like I know, right?
Oh no, she saved her life.
That's
They're
why I
gonna
don't
have that
that's
alligator
why I don't eat
chicken.
bacon.
You cannibal.
I don't eat bacon.
Oink oink.
But I
Let
think
me
they've
go
been
get
doing a
yours.
lot of mad scientist stuff. But wait till they get that. What's that one machine that they got? The 3D printer. Once they like get the 3D printer right, they're gonna be able to print people with a 3D
Yeah.
printer.
They trying with organs right now.
Yeah,
They got protein encoding and all that stuff.
yeah.
They'll do it.
Like, cause they even doing it to where you can like when you having a baby, like you can change your baby eye color and all these different things.
What?
Yeah.
It's like I'm not a robot. I'm a synthetic
Dude, get some
humanoid.
goddamn contacts.
No contacts. No contacts. Like it's like that movie Uglies.
I seen that.
That was crazy, huh? They step in that machine and make them pretty.
I seen that. That was crazy.
But
And
it's it's wild because when you see when you understand like the bigger plot of the movie, it's like that's what's going on right now, you know. everything that you look at. It's like you can be pretty, you can be skinny, you can be this. Just buy
I
this.
don't really give a shit.
Wear this. You'll be cool.
I
You'll be
mean,
cool.
some people, yeah, it's like to an extent, like you somewhat you give a shit about your appearance somewhat. I mean, I get up, I brush my hair, and I do whatever, and I get, I mean, I wear my sweatpants and everything. I don't give a shit really. I don't wear makeup. I don't wear nothing. I just like only thing I think to look pretty with is I put
Schmossy.
my bracelet on and my fucking earrings, and that's it. I'm ready to
Man.
go.
Nah,
Brush my teeth.
it's wild because a lot of women they stuck with the makeup thing. Well, they take that makeup off, they be looking whooped. It's like put your makeup back on and that wig.
Like, please don't
And
ever
them
do that
brushes.
again. Put your ass and your
Put them
hair and your
brushes.
lashes back on too.
Put them
Put your
brushes back on. Put them
Everything.
brushes-
Put it all back on, please.
Put it all
Sleep
back.
with
That's
it.
not very nice. What the?
He said, I heard about humunculus, like the microscopic,
Homunculus.
yeah, humunculus.
People on YouTube are posting
microscopic.
up. They're putting like human cells in with an egg, a chicken egg, and making a little creature, but people didn't know if it was real or not.
Oh,
I never dug deeper, so I'm gonna upload again, update y'all in a couple months. Text. No word.
Yeah.
well, I mean, they making tiny homes. They got to make some tiny people to live in them. I mean, I'm just.
They already got The Borrowers. Everyone thinks that's just a movie, but it's real.
But it's real. They just be borrowing everything. That'd be
That's a little
crazy
more
though.
people.
Make some
Oh,
They
real
got
they
people.
are
infinite more
doing though.
people.
They're growing brain cells. They're called organoids, and they're using it to process information. I think they got one of them to play a game or something like that, Pong. But they grow in the cells in a
Organoids.
petri dish.
Organoids are three-dimensional into vitro models of organs that mimic the structure and function of the original organ. They are created by
Yeah,
growing
they put a
stem
little bit of-
cells in a way that allows them to self-organize into miniature organs. What?
So you put a little piece of brain cell tissue in there, and then it will copy that brain cell tissue and keep on growing. And they had success with doing it with humans.
And then it just become a lung.
Most of the moms.
It
Yeah.
grow into a lung or a
And
heart
it
or
starts
something.
processing. They can see the neurons firing and stuff between them.
Yeah. It's that they said it's better to help them study the organs. It's like whatever. Put one of them mini organs in somebody. I know they have.
And type in brain organoid. That's the one where they're going to talk about the brain, where they connected to different machines.
Brain organoids.
They've been able to, I'm looking at some now. I was seeing a couple TikToks
Three-dimensional
pop
tissue
up.
structures in the
Yeah, it's a
lab
couple
to mimic
months.
parts of a human brain. They are made from human cells, which are cells that can develop into any cell type in the body. That is dope, though. A lot of people don't like that. They be like, man, they trying to do what God did.
Yeah, that was the old argument back in all the movies too.
Yeah.
Is you trying to play God, making clones or healing yourself?
Yeah.
They say there's ways to you can increase your stem cell, like eating red meat or taking blueberry extract or eating blueberries, green tea.
You get own stem cell count up, so you got reliable stuff when stuff go wrong. We need to replenish.
Because once they learn how to take those stem cells out in a petri dish of your knee with something you got off Temu or Amazon, I mean, whatever, then you can easily multiply that in your refrigerator that you also got from.
No, but when they drop that 3D organ printer, man, only the rich people gonna have it.
Nah, they're gonna have them online. They'll have them on sale for $24.99 at Ross.
Yeah, but that's gonna be the ones that they only last so long.
It'll be like the bootleg portal fluid.
Yeah, I'm about to go get that. I just printed out my lung. I'm about to go get it put in, and that shit only lasts like 3 days. Every 3 days, you got to print another one. Just keep failing.
You just gotta keep a clone.
We got it from.
Yeah.
We can't
That's
afford
exactly
bigger
right.
proteins. They
So
just got
healing
that
yourself is
flimsy
fine
protein.
as long as it's natural, but
That's what the movie
don't judge.
Elysium was about. You peeped that one with Tom Cruise. All the rich people was out in the space station, and they
Yeah.
had the thing where they could just lay down and the light went over top of them. They was healed, and they're like,
Yeah.
"We need that down here. We gotta sneak this girl up there."
Yeah.
Yeah. And he found his lady up there in the field, but she was a robot, but it was actually her cloned. And he was like, "Baby, it's all right. We have these last few seconds." All right, spoiler alert. Never mind. That's a different movie.
I always thought it was called Asylum. That's what I always thought it was called. But I think the movies is what push a lot of the scientific shit forward, because them using the imagination within the movie. You feel me?
Yeah.
It
I
kind
think
of.
they already got that shit out. That's why they made the movie because they already have it.
Yeah, they already had it, or they had an
Yeah, they already
idea
had
of it, or they
They
had an
extrapolate that
idea
word.
of it.
Like the extrapolate on the idea term. Like, what is an idea? And why do people sometimes feel as though they got to make their idea come out more than other ideas or more than other people? You know, you see how some people they'll call crazy because they'll say, "Oh, they got all these ideas. They always trying to make stuff happen on many scales." Rather, it's like talking too much or trying to hurt somebody or help somebody too much or do something like that. It's like this thing that it seemed like you visited or wants to exist. It's like, oh, I just feel it.
It's
Or
weird too,
see
cause
it.
like, why do they make all the alien movies? The aliens come and attack and try to
So they
take
gonna
over
put
us.
some horror in there.
Yeah, why the aliens gotta be all crazy monsters? Why can't they be beautiful, pretty aliens?
Yeah, it's like they make the aliens. They coming to destroy us and take our shit. It's like they trying to Theo. They trying to take your Bugatti. They trying to so they can drive it through space. I don't know.
Yeah, 'cause that's how most people feel. Like even if you go around now and ask about aliens and stuff, in my world, the consensus is that's like kind of non-existence. Or if it is, it gotta play through so many layers of how they already think about life. So if it does come down, like what would that mean for everything that they thinking about in those moments? And I think that's what they try to put in movies, like having people encounter. All right, you feel like this now, but what if this happened?
he said, but what they call aliens are actually angels and demons. I don't know. Probably they probably switched their names. I don't know. I don't know. I think we need an update. Okay, I think we need to bypass all the bullshit. You know, because the people back then, I'm not saying that they weren't smart, but it was a lot of things that they didn't know that we have. You know, we better understand today through research and different things of that nature. So. I don't know, bro. I think we working off that old Windows 7. You feel me? We got to update. And we're not.
Because what was they saying before demons and angels in the other part of the world where they didn't talk Hebrew?
I know, right? It's like, what was they saying? What was they calling it, huh?
They did. They called them anything.
Because when you think about it, before they were demons, they were angels, right?
That's what they say.
Until Satan came and, you know, demonetized them. Hey, Satan came and demonetized them, and yeah, now they can't get paid like they used to.
We had it easy. We just had to sing in the choir.
They was calling them
and
gods.
Lucifer was our choir director.
Well, on the update, Kid, go back to Khan's question and what we were talking about.
Which one?
About how we perceive anything. So if we think we need an update, where does the update actually come from? It comes from our perception of it, right? So I just got to match that frequency of whatever update that I want within myself, and then I'll start being it, or seeing it, or doing it.
For reals. Like I start changing the vocabulary and knowing that vocabulary is like part of the ritual in a way on how we live our life. That's why they try to teach people certain vocabulary because it unlocks new dimensions of thought.
Man. Who
Or you can work a lot around some vocabulary if you know how to.
who is in control of the thoughts? What is actually in control of the thoughts? Because it's not you.
The chicken or the egg?
Yeah.
Because I was going to say you. So it's not, you said not me, and I was going to say you. So
Yeah, the reason I say not you because the I don't know. I don't
no,
think
I'm
the
not
part of
talking
you.
to you. I'm
Yeah.
not talking to you when I say you, but I know that you understand.
Yeah.
And
It's
like
like
you're the viewer.
See how
Like
language is?
you're not the one controlling it, but you can use the brain and
But you
junk to
feel me?
influence it to see what you want to see. Like you can use this thing as a tool. You know what I mean? But it's like what's using it? It's like the awareness of it. Or you know what I mean? Like the awareness or whatever we are using this thing to get thoughts or something. Sometimes the door is
else.
open and then thoughts pop in. Like, where did that come from? But there's other people thoughts. Like there are other Mises is walking into your house like, hey, what's up? Yeah, this, that, the third. And you like, where did this thought come from? Or where did this person come from in your real life? And then you're receiving like their thoughts or something like that. Or, yo, that's the thing too, bro. People can make I think you can tune into them, but I think they splash at them so hard or so much it go in your house and then you pick it up. So you
Yeah.
can pick up people's thoughts. I forgot about that, bro. You
Yeah.
can intercept people's thoughts and junk. Not even like you trying to, but if you're just mad still and you just like there, you're just present, you might can pick up like whether it's your family members, somebody around you, somebody you close with, your friend or something, you can pick up their thoughts. So it's like it's the shoot.
Especially if
And
they
that's
on
why
the
I'm saying,
same
do we make
frequency.
it and then we tune into it, bro, or are we tuning into it and then making it? You know what I
Well,
mean?
Both. Like Exile said, both.
But I
It's
think
both.
that
Yo, that's yo.
Go ahead, Ty.
I was gonna say, I think it is once you start talking about it, the thing is what it wants to talk about, and then when it's not talking, it is what it is, but it's there watching the whole time as it
Yeah.
does
Yeah.
what it want to do.
Think
I
think
just came
about
up
it
with that.
in
That's
think about it in the relativity to where there's no time and no space in one aspect. That all points in space and time are connected. So at some point, at some time now, I can connect to every single whatever I want to happen at that point, or think about, or experience.
He said that's why the Bible say Most High God because He's the most powerful and above everything else.
Hey, we
That's-
wrote God into the script.
You feel that's what I feel like. I feel like we wrote God into the script, and He said, "Oh shit, I'm here. I'm here."
Real.
Like we wrote, and you know, I'm loosely saying that because I don't, you know, want to distract people, you know, because if you
They
believe,
came to this house. This
huh,
is
it's like
talking loud.
if you believe, then okay, but it's wild because you know God is kind of subjective, as if you know He helped the ones like if there is the God that everybody's labeling it, it's like He's subjective. It's like, okay, I'm gonna help them, but I ain't gonna help them. Okay, I'm gonna help them, but I'm not gonna help them. You feel me? Like I'm gonna help these people over here who got $1 million to make another million, but this person that's broke over here, that's homeless, they don't need it. I'm just, you know, I'm not gonna really help them that much, like type shit. That's the part that I don't get.
Okay, yo, real quick. You just reminded me. I saw a video and it made me think about like, wait a minute. Dang. You know how okay, let's say you never feel like not you, but let's say someone never feels accomplished unless they solve a problem, right? It's like, yo,
Yeah.
I don't feel like I do good unless I like solve some kind of problem. Now, it's like the way the dude put it, now the brain is gonna be like, oh, this is what you like to do. Okay, cool. And it makes more
Most
problems
High
come up so
Creator,
you can
yeah.
solve them. So you know what I mean, type junk. And I'm thinking like, yo, this is crazy. Like
Yeah,
this is
they
crazy. You're
created
like, oh yeah, I
everything.
like this. And your brain is just like, okay, cool. You like this? Like the brain is like a dude that is doing his own thing, and you're just there, and you're trying to do your own thing, and it think it knows like an algorithm or something like that. Because I don't know, I think it knows like an algorithm, like it's trying to help you finish the word. But like, bro, I didn't want to say that. What are you doing? I
You
didn't want to say
got,
that. What are you doing?
yeah, it's like the brain is trippy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The brain got selective hearing, selective seeing, selective. That motherfucker got selective thinking. Okay,
Remember the
because
Futurama
it
when the brain
stay
took
away from
over?
thoughts it don't like. It's like it makes sure I'm not going down that idea road. I'm stay on this one. Okay.
You still in the room,
So
but your brain don't
like
walk out.
That's what the whole Futurama was about when the brains took over. They had
Oh
one way of
yeah,
thinking and wanted everybody to adhere to
yeah.
that.
Yeah, but I think that's how it is, Ty. That's how it is with a lot of people and a lot of things. Like they once you come up with this way of being, it's like you feel like everybody else should be that way. And it's like it don't work like that. Like that, I feel like that's what creates the chaos within yourself. When you already come up with a way of being and it's like you go, okay, everything else should be like this. So
Yeah, that's
now it's
because
like a
people was taught people in my view, people was taught a way that allegedly is. It's a direction, it's an order, it's
yeah.
a
Right.
line of authority. So when they think that they're getting to a higher place, so-called higher place in their mind and seeing stuff, oh, this is God's word and God is order. I gotta do these things. They this and that and that. But it's
Yeah.
kind of just based off of things they personally still going through.
Yeah.
The God
Right.
complex, they say.
The
But
God complex.
And
Like
that's
I'm
not to
saying,
say that there's
creator
not
gonna
an
create
order like an arrangement, but
everything.
there's not an order like an imperative.
yeah, it's different orders, like being in the daycare and then
You
being
see how
in
language is?
college.
Yeah.
In daycare and college, you still inside of a building being taught and things, but in daycare you got certain rules. In college, you can do other things.
It was funny because when you said it's different orders, I was like, yeah, because you can have a church's chicken order, you can have a Crane's order, you can have a McDonald's order. They all orders. I'm just saying. It's just different.
Mm-hmm. It was an experience. I had a lot of cool experiences. I could say talking with y'all because this is where we are, where I would hear, I'd be on mushrooms and I would hear the stage like kind of being set because it'd be five of us, but we will all be saying the same thing. Even
Yeah.
like we would stop and then the other person would say, but we would know. In my mind, I kind of was thinking that the person knew that they was gonna say it. That's why they stopped. But in another reality, they just probably had to take a breath, and then the other person said it, and it just was syncing up. But how I
Yeah.
was witnessing things, it was like, oh, we all attached. We got this person that's giving us a script right now or thing. I'm just saying person, but that's that thing, and we just all just trying to produce what that energy thing is trying to do right now. And if you on a
You
certain
Yeah.
level, son, that's what you're gonna grasp from. Are you playing the audience member, being the host? Are you excited about this real fast?
I think it throws me
Yeah.
off because have you ever had conversations like say you might be sitting there conversating with your girl and y'all talking about something and then you come in Discord and they talking about the same thing.
Yeah, that'd be showing to me. That helps me actually relax a lot more nowadays because ever since the mushroom journey where it was showing all the muses and how every movie and stuff was speaking to me and they were
Man.
showing me the characters like I was right next to them shaking their hands while in a quarter of a second everything that they ever showed to me was shown. Like say you listen to a band all your life and they like hit you at all these parts where you was able to get motivated or feel sad or whatever you had to feel. And then I was in that space like that was real. Like it seemed like it was just you was making it up or that's how it is when you listen to music. But that's just phrases for the cover up, the veil of reality of that's actually happening. Like they don't just exist on stage; they exist on the TV, in the heart, in your heart, in the other spaces, and we all working together to 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 create stories on top of stories. So now, when walking around and a sink pop up, I used to get scared a lot or get scared more, and people only used to tell me, "Oh, you must be on the right path then. You must
Huh.
be doing something right." And I'm like, "Hold up, do you know what you're saying right now?" I'm like, I'm going. So I just started trusting in that, and when I really do, and I listen to it like it's somebody hit the hint button on the video game, and it's like, you need this hint sync real fast to remember something that you probably was just trying to brush over real quick. And it's like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, sometimes it's super subtle, and we'll miss those really subtle things because we're looking for something grandeur or, ecstatic. When actually, it's this thing is
Snail
built of
horseplay.
ecstaticness, ecstaticity, ecstasy.
Yeah, this is what the Twilight Zone was made out of.
But hold on, look. Snail Horseplay said, I read an article online. Some Australian dude chopped his spaceship off with an axe after eating a bunch of mushrooms, apparently. First case ever recorded. Nah, because I remember, I remember somebody doing that in prison and they wasn't off mushrooms.
Yeah, my homie came back from a mushroom trip, and he told me that they told him to cut off all the moles on his body, so he started hacking off all the moles on his body.
Did he bleed to death?
No, but he was showing me the wounds. That worked.
But that shows how people tend to.
That's crazy. Hold on, y'all. That is crazy, bro.
Because then in those cases, you'll say, oh, the mushroom was saying this, but that's just like somebody listening to the thought of, oh, I'm not worth it. Like the mushroom will show you all of those thoughts, but it's still like another,
It show you all of those different. It show you all those different realities at one. You feel me? But
yeah, I was tripping in the backyard with my friend, and I was either looking up at the sky and then my legs, like you can stand with your knees locked to where you pass out. I don't know exactly what happened, but I remember coming back in, and then I'm lying on the ground, and they're all standing over me like, "Whoa, you've been like, what happened?" And for the rest of like 2 or 3 hours, I was hearing all these kinds of voices, and the voice that stuck out that I remember was saying, "Oh, if you start jumping fences, you'll figure out the answers."
What?
Did you go flying?
Like, wait.
I had an amethyst rock in my pocket at the time, and I was holding it, and I was because I didn't want to listen to the voices, so I was holding it, and after the trip, there was a crack in the amethyst.
You think
that wasn't there before?
Oh, wow.
I think amethyst got some piezoelectric properties, right? Either amethyst or quartz or something like that.
He's stuck on Green Bud stuck on the mold thing. He's like, how did he cut off all his moles and he didn't bleed out? Because you know how they say you cut off a mole, you'll bleed. It won't stop bleeding.
My mom was like, don't touch it. If you
and that's crazy. Because, like, that's the one thing that I was thinking about mushrooms. Like, any core beliefs that you have, or, like, you can, like, not like your moles, or, anything like that. And that thing can change into, like, so many different situations on the experience.
Right.
And you can play it out, which, in many different ways. But cutting off your spaceship, bro, no, man. How you gonna get to outer space now? You just cut your spaceship off. That's like Lorena Bobbitt, you feel me, type stuff. Like, what? Like, and it's wild because I know we heard that done many a times, by people that weren't even on, shrooms. I heard it done before.
What did he do in his pack?
Yeah, what did he do? He was
I
I
like,
think
think
with
you'd
that
be in too much
inability
trouble.
to like separate type junk,
I
you know
don't
what I
want
mean?
this
Like
thing no more.
you listening to the shrooms, and it's like I'm one with the shrooms, or I'm one with the thoughts, or these are
Word,
my
son.
thoughts. So it's like, all right, we gotta do this, or this is
Yeah,
God. You know what I mean?
that's
Like
what
Yeah.
I was
instead of
bringing up
like,
earlier,
hey, I can
Con, that
have
people
the
can't
thought, but
differentiate
I
a
can
lot of
leave the
times.
thought on the
For
table.
instance,
Like I don't
reality
have to do the
solid
thought. I don't have to
mushrooms,
pursue the
right?
thought.
Separated.
I don't have to blow this thought up and put it on the spotlight. I can see it. I can know it. I can hear it. I don't have to act on it.
Yeah, I don't, and
It's like
that's
a
the
sensation.
thing. I think that's part of the experience is learning not to act in a lot of situations. Like even though you seeing it, you watching it happen, you're like, I don't want this thing no more. It caused me nothing but trouble. Every girl I've been with, she said I was a 2-minute man. The other girl said I was only 30 seconds.
I can't take this malarkey anymore.
I can't take it. But I think like that's one of the phases, like when you going in the experience is like you can go deep into your own ideas, and the reality, once the reality starts, you'll live through it. And sometimes we'll just follow it within this reality also, instead of letting it happen within or some shit. I don't know. That's fucking crazy, bro, because I can't see that happening to me. I
Well, exactly.
Well, they
can't.
said in the Bible, well, in the Christian James Cain right Bible, if your arm causes you to sin, cut it off.
Yeah, cut it off. And
If
he
your
was,
leg.
and his was sinning because he was like, and I'm uncircumcised. Like that's
No,
messed up,
no
no.
funny. The mushrooms have
And
you
it's
like
better to
think
enter
outside of your
hell.
own
uh,
perception.
the
My
rest
bad.
of
Go
the
ahead. Go
quote
ahead.
real fast was, it's better to enter hell with one arm. I mean, heaven with one arm than to go to hell with two. Something like that. So that guy
Oh,
was
son.
zoning when he cut his thing off.
Yeah, he was zoning.
What you say?
Bro, the mushies have put you outside of your own perception. And I thought about it, bro. Cause I'm like, how can you even begin to question yourself? Like what is happening when that happens right there?
Let's go
When you
do
have
my
these
phone.
sets of
Yeah, do
belief or these
that.
sets of thought, what is happening when you start to question
You got
yourself and expand your own paradigm? And I'm like,
Yeah.
these shrooms kind of take you out of that, and it tries to drag the old you with it. And it's like, oh, it's kind of like what Shiva said
Flesh.
earlier with the frequency tuning.
They got off
It's like
by
the
the
mushrooms
flesh, huh?
have like specific
Oh,
frequencies with them or something like that. And it's like, oh, we're gonna pull you with us, or we're gonna, you know what I mean? It's kind of like you're trying to make sense of why you thought the way you did. You know what I mean? Like looking at how you are now, and you take the mushies, and then now you're looking at the stuff you do now. Like, why would I even do that? Like you're looking at yourself as if you're a future self,
right.
turning around, examining what you just did or something like that. And it seems peculiar because you're on a perceptual higher sense of thinking, whatever that means. You know what I mean? Like something like that. And I'm like, yo, I wonder what is going. What not wonder like, oh, this got to be answered. But I wonder what is happening when you're expanding your own perception. You know what I mean? Like what is going on in that sense? I'm only using like terms of future self and stuff to kind of paint a better picture. But it feels like you're looking at yourself like, well, why did I do that? Man, okay. And then you're accepting of it because you're like, oh, I understand why he did it, but yeah, that was kind of stupid. Yeah, it's okay though. Or what, yo? Or you know what I mean?
hey, you went beyond why did I do this once you holding it in your hand up like this. You throw all that out the window. Why did I do this? It's like now what am I gonna do next? Like now I done did it. It's like now what? Like oh my god, bro. Just thinking of some of the experiences I had. If I would have acted them out with the body, oh my god, yeah, things probably would have been ugly. Not nothing like that though. Not nothing like that. Nothing like,
No, bro, my body thought it was trying to kill me, bro. He thought I was going against it. The brain and the body was, and I was the third person here just watching both of these two.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it drains your sinuses. I didn't know that. I thought like, I don't know what I was thinking, but I didn't like. I was just spaced out for a second, like just looking at nothing, focused on nothing, I even like just stopped breathing for a second. I was just like, I don't even know where I was at. But when I came back and I snapped back here, you know how you try to take a deep breath? I tried to do that through my nose, and all of the like mucus that was draining out of my nose came back up, but it clogged me, and then I thought I was drowning, and then my brain or my body, one of them was like, "Bro, he's trying to kill us or something like that,
Oh
bro." And I was like,
wow.
"No, no, we just did this. We just did this." And it's like, "Nah, bro, he fed us some poison." So like when that thought came up, the stomach started acting all like kind of wavy, not like good wavy, like bad wavy. It was
Like
like,
in a
ooh,
bad way.
yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, like it was about to try to throw it up or something. I'm like, no, no, we cool. Everything is cool. It's not poison. You're just a little trippy. You're valid. But this is not me talking to me. I'm from me, I'm talking to my body from the mind. Like I'm advocating for the mind. Not that they not can't communicate, but saying it out loud, it does something. I don't know what it does, but it does something. And I'm speaking on both of their behalves to mediate them, even though I'm the spectator in this and the experiencer, but they're the actors in this. And I'm
It's
like,
a,
yo, bro, we good, we good. And finally, it kind of calmed down, and the body was like, okay, okay, I understand, I understand. Okay, my bad. And I
they
was like, yo,
begin.
all right.
It's like the two begin to fight, and you the mediator. Hey, man, y'all, you know it ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth it. Like he not trying to kill you.
That dude on Jackie Jabba Huts, the little bitty dude hanging out on his shoulder, the dude Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah. You know what's weird though? Kind of like when you go in them experiences and you stop breathing, and it's like you feel like you don't have to breathe no more.
Yeah, I thought I was tripped. Okay, I'm sorry, but you unlocked like a memory. Oh, I gotta plug my phone up. Oh man.
Um,
Oh, like,
like,
bro, you unlocked the memory. I will catch myself not breathing, and I'm like, can I do that? But like, I never brought it up because it seemed silly, and it kind of just went into the archives though. But I never heard
yeah,
somebody like talk about it ever again. Not saying, oh, I never heard nobody say, hold your breath or can we not breathe? But it's like, yo, you ever got to that point to where you so spaced out, like you forget to breathe, and then it's like,
yeah.
yo, do we even need to breathe? Do we even need to do this? Or
Like
even how was I doing
I
it?
remember
How long was I?
Exile. Like we used to talk about it a long time ago, and then Exile, be like, you got to remember to breathe, breathe, and it's like when you there, it seemed like you don't need to breathe. Like you can one time and hold your breath for like 30 minutes. It seemed like it might seem like 30 minutes, but I don't think it's that long. And I'm like going, what? Because I was thinking, what if you do hold your breath for a long time and you pass out, but you still be in the experience? So you
I
won't
think
even know
that's
you
similar.
passed out.
Your story, it got me thinking of being similar to somebody having a panic attack,
Yeah,
or somebody trying to do a test or something, and then they can't breathe because they trying to go into their mind to get the answers, and then they don't. They so far in their mind trying to reach for the
apnea.
answer because it's not coming to them. But I gotta pass this test, so then they start like not being able to breathe. So once they start, like you said, start learning how to breathe through the process while still not forgetting about what's in the mind, then new things happen. Like how they used to say, practice meditating without going to sleep.
Yeah. New new cheat code unlocked. Now I
Yeah, I'm
can
not gonna
come.
hold you. It definitely felt like that. New cheat code unlocked.
New cheat
With
code
the
unlocked. Now when I
with
come
the
around
mod,
you,
I
if your
swear with
breath
the
stink
manager, it just feel like
it's
something will pop
automatically.
up on you. Not something to pop up. It just feel like
That's why
I
I'm
don't
saying
know. It's like you
for
so
this.
relaxed, like nothing got your attention, and then something just like streams you away, like you just in a lazy
Large
river or something,
voices.
and then you just going along for
So
the ride,
energy.
and then you realize like, oh shoot, I'm in this reality. Like you snap back, and then you realize you didn't even breathe. It's like the breath and the awareness is connected almost, or
Yeah.
whatever this thing is.
You just
I,
said it.
and she
You
would be saying
just
that all the
said it.
time too. But it's
She would
like
be saying
it's
all the shit.
connected, bro. As soon as you
You said,
come back, you take that breath.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, when I wasn't here, I wasn't breathing like that. I wasn't even probably breathing. And I'm
Yeah.
also thinking once you go there, it translates into a slower time. Like Inception, the deeper on the level you go, the more slower it moves out here.
It's like
So 1 minute, maybe
everything
20
slow
years
down.
or something.
Yeah, everything kind of slow down. And it's like you beat and hold your breath for 30 seconds, but it seemed like a whole year. Seemed like forever, 15, 20 minutes or something. But I got to head out, y'all. I got to tap out. I had to get up early. I had to just stop by for a little bit. Oh, man, Kristen out getting people at nighttime again. You got your hoodie on? Here we go. Yeah, she on her New York time, yo. On that New York time.
What's going on?
Oh, nothing. We were just live for a minute. I was just about to head out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where you at? You ain't made it back to New York, yo? You still out at your folks' house?
Yeah, I'm going home now, though.
How was the birthday party?
Oh my God, he had so much fun. He had a blast.
You didn't jump on none of the trampolines?
No, you want to know why?
Why?
I saw a video of this lady jumping on a trampoline. When she landed, her knees went inward instead of outward, and that terrified her. I just relive that every day.
Oh my God.
I will never get on a
People jump
trampoline.
on trampolines every day,
Oh
B.
my God, people people jump on trampolines every day, B.
I do.
You'll be all right.
Oh, for real.
Fucked up legs.
At least he had fun though.
Yeah, he had a great time.
He didn't tell you to jump with him not once.
No, he had his little friend Oliver.
Oh. I don't care. My kids is not having all that fun, and I ain't jumping with them. You got me twisted. I'm jumping with they ass.
Water slides, and you're like the only adult that really wants to get up there, and he ended up knocking down all the kids like a damn pit, like a bowling ball.
Man, for real. I'm trying to hit flips and everything.
I just really pop them all out.
Man, but all right, y'all. Let me go on and tap out, man, because it's almost bedtime for the kids. I got to spend this little time with them, and I holler in the morning.
Nighty night. Hasta mañana.
Yay! And then, yeah, all right, everybody out there. Yeah, I'll be back between 8 and 9 in the morning, California time. Y'all know how